Hello, buddy. How you doing, man? How you doing, my friend?
I lost the wheel on my transport.
Need some help? You need some help moving your stuff?
I got it.
Hey, brother, you want to do an interview, man? Or can I ask you your name and where you from? Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from here, but
Okay. Yeah, man, I got some food in my van. If you're gonna be here another hour, I'll give you some, man. I'm go shoot some video, man. So what's your name, buddy?
I go by Cheeseburger.
Okay. I don't have cheeseburger. I have chicken, fried chicken.
Well, that's my street name. That's my name.
Oh, Cheeseburger, man. Nice to meet you, man. So how long you been homeless on the street, bro?
For about 28 years off and on.
Man, it
Long time.
must be rough for you, huh, brother?
It's rough because of the to save up for a rental is really tough, and then the parameters to get in there.
Right.
You know, it's set up for very wealthy people. Even though I worked very hard,
Okay.
I worked as I've got status in the cement mason union as a journeyman,
Right.
but I have struggled with addiction issues.
Right,
through the
right,
years.
right.
Now I quit drinking alcohol so much, but it's hard to save the money because I guess it took a toll on my capacities. So then I'm just like, oh wow, I need the steak to eat. And if I
Right.
get money, I'll, you know. And so now I'm stuck back at day labor, you know, which is even hard to get because not having a car. People want you to be on time, show up, and then they want to exploit you because they think that you're not, you know, valuable to them. And I had the last company I worked for not give me my last paycheck, charged me twice for the vehicle that the guy gave me on that I didn't want to get, you know. And so he owes me like $5,000, and then he had me paying for stuff for the company with my own bank account.
Right.
So it not only bankrupted me basically, and owed me $5,000 for the last pay. We were doing big subdivisions of excavation on a hillside in Beacon Hill, and doing the city Seattle side sewer contracts. So it was very strenuous, hard work. But since he was like, "Oh yeah, you were homeless before. You don't deserve the money. You were, you know." He just always rubbed that in my face.
So he never paid you the $5,000 he owe you.
He didn't pay me home
And
a 2
man,
week paycheck.
Man.
And then he didn't pay me any of the money that he owed me for buying diesel fuel for the machines and going to Lowe's for the credit card, because we're doing jobs in from Berrien to Bothell,
Wow.
Linwood.
That is so wrong, man. How could you do a person that's been homeless 20 years, man? So speaking of homeless, like shelter, have you applied for shelter in the area?
I do live at the shelter. I part-time. I mean, I do live there a lot. But to be honest with you, they don't allow girls there.
All the female.
Yeah, they allow no females or guests, even though you can rent your own room.
Right.
You can't help the females get off the streets.
Right.
And I give out clothes, clean change for a change, you know. I do have dumpster dive.
Right.
And I find all these female clothes that they have in the dumpster.
Right.
You know, just tons and tons of new clothes, because the city they throw all the stuff away when the zombies, I don't want to really say, but the other people, the police are like, clear the block. They go to clear the block, right? And then they just drop it and run,
Right.
like some sort of fools. And it's like they've already, you know, taken the stuff. Like, might as well take it with them. So I'm like, I just see the opportunity, because I didn't steal it from anybody.
Right.
You know.
So all this stuff, is this your regular area where you camp out, or you have to move? The city? Does the city come
all the
and?
time, yeah, you got to move. But I'm born and raised in Seattle. Been here 50 years, so.
I mean, from this area, do they like kick you from the area? You have to go to the next block, anything like that?
Yeah, you got to go around in circles. And I had a nice RV that I had when the guy said you can't. I was a night security guard also for the excavation company. And so when the guy says, okay, well, I'm going to sell the company, you know, you can't be here anymore. He kicked me off the land.
Right.
But he said, oh, it's for sale.
Right.
But so I moved to Myers Way. Well, somebody stole my tires off my RV.
Right.
Off my trailer the day before I was supposed to move. And so the police come and they're like, oh, you got to go.
Right.
But we're going to seize it because it needs a lot of work. And I go, hey, I got the new tires right here.
Right.
So 10 minutes before I was supposed to go, you know, I got it all bolted up. The truck's backed up to it. The helping angels, and the cops like, no, you can't. We can't have you tow it.
Right.
We're seizing it.
Right.
And that was 10, and I still had 10 minutes, and I'm like, no, it's hooked up. I'm like, why are you stopping me from my own vehicle I own? I go, I worked my butt off on this to buy it. It's all legal. He's like, I'm like, run the plates.
Right.
You know? And it was just like, it ruined me. I ended up looking, they said, okay, well, the city, Courtney Green from the city of Seattle, head of the housing project for homelessness, said, okay, well, here, you can have a shelter spot. So I wandered around here in this neighborhood, wondering to Booth Center, to the other one, wondering, and to the day center, Salvation Army, where can I go? I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm like, you guys took my RV, like, and so I'm crossing that intersection, and that intersection is horrible. The light goes, it goes walk on the crosswalk sign, then it goes green 3 seconds later. I got hit in that intersection. I laid for 3 weeks on the sidewalk there.
Fuck no.
Yeah, for 3 weeks I laid there. I asked help from every single person. Please help me, because I do concrete, cement mason, and sewer work, and heavy equipment. I got skills. I've really improved my life since quit drinking. And so I begged and begged and begged. I got so weak I lost 35 pounds. I went over to the Native Center. The security guard, I was crying because I had punctured lung, broken leg. I was emaciated, hadn't eaten. People just drop off little bits of food here and there. And so I was drinking from an umbrella, the rainwater drink, and I'd lick rainwater. So that's how I was able to live. And so then I went to the Native Center, and the security guard goes, why are you crying? And I'm like, because I need water, I need food. And he was just like, well, thank you, sir. He's like, well, where were you born? I said, Seattle, Washington. He's like, well, then why would you cry? And I'm like, because I'm in so much pain. I was in so physical pain. Yeah, because I had these wounds.
Right.
On my, from laying there, not being able to move left or right to go to the bathroom. Right? And so this is all stuff I find from the dumpsters. But so luckily the only way I survived was they have a fan from the factory there, and it creates warm air. So like middle of the night, people be walking by, well, why don't you go somewhere? And I'd be like, I'm paralyzed. Turns out one of the wounds, because when I got hit by the car, I had a shopping cart I was pushing my stuff through, because I always want to be out of the weather, blankets or whatever. I wasn't this extent where I was dumpster diving, wasn't that broke, but so I didn't realize that I had such a bad wound. That's what was causing me not be able to get up and move and walk. I mean, I couldn't even walk, and which was distressful, because the Mariners games would come and the woman would be like, hey, should we help him? And be like, the guy would be like, no, don't look at him, honey. And it was just like, I'm just like, please help me, like, to where, like a month later, my voice was still hoarse. And I laid in bed for almost a month, recovering after I was able to finally get on the bus. And I got on the bus and got to White Center and got to my friend, got to the Top Hat store, where it's a very friendly store, and I went in there, and I literally dropped to my knees after eating at the store and coming out, because a friend bought me some food, because the cold air hurt my lungs so bad that I couldn't move, and so they called my mom, luckily to come get me, because there was no way I could have helped myself. And it was just over this the whole city of Seattle. They're just sweeping and not checking to see if people
If they can walk or not, or they okay.
Or if it's legitimate housing. I mean,
Right.
On Myers Way, the Duwamish Native, it's a Native American reservation on the right hand side.
Right.
And they voted that there's like that the Duwamish tribe they I don't want to say reduced it, but they didn't recognize it. So they don't recognize it as a reservation, so therefore they can run it. They can condemnate the land and do whatever they want. And it's like, that's the rudest thing in the world.
Man, you seem like an honest man. I don't. So you say you don't drink alcohol, like do drugs, not that?
No, I mean, I
mean, drug of choice. I mean, you seem like your head is very clear. You're
Yeah.
like one
I
of
used
those
to do a
drug
lot of-
alcoholic.
I was bad before.
Yeah.
Now it's a totally different.
Right.
But now I'm suffered I'm old. Basically, I mean,
And
I
you got
old.
nowhere,
I
no
mean,
family help, no nothing,
Well,
and the
they're
city.
old too. My mom would like to help, but she's on limited resources. She can't have me stay over for very long because her landlord.
And you don't want to put a burden on her, whatnot.
The landlord threatens to kick her out of her fixed income housing.
Right.
And she's 75, so that would be terrible.
Yeah.
And so it's and I would the city set things up to where it's almost impossible
For you to get back on your feet.
Yeah. I mean, so because what they did is they want to say everybody needs to go to rehab. That's fine. I went to rehab. Okay, I did inpatient. I was upper structure, which means I was one of 4 members that ran the rehab center at ABHS. Then I went to Valley Cities. Then I went to outpatient. They wouldn't let go of me. They wouldn't say I did my 2.5 years. They were like still, like a dog on a bone.
On a leash.
On a leash, yeah. You need to do this, you need to do that.
Yeah.
I said I did it all to complete and they just wanted more money and more money and
More
more
resource from the state, and then just leave you standing on the side street, kick you from one corner to another corner, move.
Yeah.
Same thing with all the money, no actual housing for you,
Yeah, there was no actual housing.
Yeah.
I was paying $650 for half a bedroom and working as a union cement mason for City of Seattle, and still couldn't make it because of all the fees,
Right.
and all the transactions,
Right.
that was involved in the whole and the time. So the company let me go basically because the court requiring me to do these things, but when it comes down to it, the court doesn't know what itself is doing, because the court record. No, I don't smoke.
You don't smoke?
Thank you though. The court record it's not recorded correctly. You look under Washington state courts, everything I did was recorded. You know how many times I went to court? 142 times. To try and get my case resolved. I kept doing. I pled not guilty, I believe 5 or 6 times. King County Court is it's a mess. City Seattle Court.
What would you want to say to the elected official in Seattle, being a blue city, Democrat, progressive left? I mean, what they can do as far as homelessness-wise, housing to take care of the homeless and the drug addict, get them off the street. How do the city go about doing that as far as I'm concerned? And like starting from today, tomorrow, next year, how, or would this problem just keep going, like expanding more and more homeless, drug addict on the street?
Yeah. Recognize mental health as an actual crisis.
Exactly.
It's not a drug crisis, it's a mental health crisis.
Yep.
There's one thing, you go up to 12th and Jackson, and there's one thing every person has in common up there.
Right.
They have a mental health issue.
Right.
You know, and
There's a lot of them on the streets, so
Yeah,
I see a lot
yeah,
of them. A
and-
lot of them like,
Yeah.
and they're not on drugs.
No.
They're not on fatty or nothing like that.
no,
It's-
and I thought they were, and then you talk to them, and every one of them has think people are controlling them to do this and telling them to do that in their head. The voices in their head are telling them to do things.
Why don't they take all these people and send them to like mental health? You know, like
It's
health.
psychiatric.
Yeah, because I trying to treat them instead. They just throw them on the street.
In the 80s, Reagan got rid of that. Western State Hospital.
Well, Trump, I hope Trump gonna bring those back. Say Trump is all about America first. He's gonna take care of the homeless, the vet, the military guys and
Yeah,
the VA.
I really hope so. But and so City of Seattle built one crisis area, right? One crisis area. Well, that's how much money the city spends right now
Millions.
on just washing down the sidewalk.
On 12th and Jackson,
Right?
3 times a week.
They wash it from here to 12th and Jackson. They got trucks that drive through the alleys.
They don't do it. They don't. They wash it up there, not here. I never see it. They wash
Well,
down.
no, they come down here. The police force comes down here and moves the tents every single day. Every day. And they have people picking. They don't necessarily wash the sidewalk, but they pick it up, right? The police, the timing, the citizens who actually need the police, right? So this is a fact. I was in the park yesterday.
Okay.
This guy comes up to a cardboard area. He must have been drunk or high. He starts throwing the guy's stuff all around him. Okay? The guy's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" He starts throwing boards around, starts hitting the guy. Okay, the guy's girlfriend pops up out of cardboard structure. The guy starts hitting her. So the guy comes up, jumps up with pepper spray. Goes to pepper spray the guy. The guy goes over like 10 feet and had an axe buried, right? Starts swinging the axe at the guy, right? The guy, of course, is running around. There's been many reports that our homeless people are getting hit with the guy with an axe in the night. The city of Seattle garbage picker-uppers are sitting in their truck, right,
Do nothing.
doing nothing. They didn't
And the
come-
cop didn't even come by.
Nothing, not at all.
Oh my God. and speaking of that, speaking of Seattle police, we got a new police chief. Sean Bond from the East Coast, black guy.
Yeah.
He's another far left progressive. I don't think he's gonna give a shit about the homeless, the crime. I mean, it's pretty much lawless in Washington. Anybody get assault, good luck if the police gonna show up. 2 hours, 3 hours, unless you're dead, they'll come and do that.
Yeah, and if you start a barbecue, I had a giant walk.
They're coming
I
and
had a
picket you, right?
Costco fire. Yeah,
They come.
I had a fire pit from
Yep.
Costco. Everything was illegal.
They come and fuck with you.
Yeah, 3 times in a row.
Same time the guy getting chased with an axe and they don't even
Yeah, no. they
And the
don't-
city sit there and look.
Yeah.
What America ever living in, sir?
Yeah.
Man.
And
So this thing is not getting fixed anytime soon, huh? With the police and with the.
no, the police are I could and the reason and I did long-term incarceration.
Right.
And you know why I did long-term incarceration? I drove my van past a bus stop, pulled it to the side. There was a couple arguing at the bus stop.
Right.
I said, "Hey, we got to go," to my ex, and I was Googling where the gas station is. So I drive to the bottom, Union 76. Like 15 cops freaking pull up. Like they got like gunpoint. Get out of the vehicle. What happened on Dexter? They're asking. What happened on Denny? I said, I don't know, bro. I don't know. They said, tell us what happened. I'm like, I really don't know. Do not know. So they're like, they jump on me. Quit resisting. They break my arm. Freaking put me in. It takes like 3 months to get a freaking to get my first court date, right?
Right.
It came over the thing. Mr. Berger wanted to know exactly why he was being detained. And they said, we have evidence that matches your description perfectly. He said you're a light-skinned black man, possibly Hispanic with dark brown hair.
No, you don't look anything like
I
it.
look nothing like it. They showed a video of the people arguing at the bus stop, showed a video of my van driving past, stopping for a second, then driving away.
There's no transparency in the police department.
No.
This what you say to them when the police come harass you. Okay, they threaten to like ID you for no reason. Tell them,
Yeah.
you're gonna start peeling an onion, peel away the qualified immunity.
And you know who? I'm pretty good at computers.
Right.
You know who wrote the police report?
Who?
David L. Ryan, the head prosecutor.
Is he still in office?
I believe so. Yeah. It was signed by him. It was wrote in pen. by him.
Wow.
It said I was 17 years old and 160 pounds as well. The police report, because I hadn't been in trouble since 1997.
Wow.
Or since, yeah, even before. But that was the last. I think it was 97. I hadn't been in trouble in like 25 years at that time. And so it was just like, why me? What did I do? And so I kept going to court. Going to court.
Right.
I went to court 142 times.
Right.
You know, I was released like 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
But it never got to the jail.
Because they couldn't prosecute you. They got no evidence, right? They didn't. They couldn't. They charged you, but they never filed a case, right? Pretty much.
Basically, yeah. I mean,
they charged,
they could not. That
they could not file it. There's no enough.
And the judge never looked up when she read the probable cause statement. She never looked up at me.
Right.
She just. And it's like. I mean it.
Okay, let's last word you want to say to the viewer and the city of Seattle as far as homeless, just let it out all the steam so my viewer can watch you, man. What would be your last word to the people, elected official? What can they do for you and other homelessness addict on the street right now? And close it out, yeah.
Okay, well, they can pull their heads out of their ass and quit ass slurping each other and realize that we're nothing different than them.
Let it out. F-bomb, whatever, yeah.
There's the only difference we are from them is a bad divorce or a bad marriage or a freaking bad drunken night from a spouse or themselves. And if they put a rubber band around their head and snapped out of it and lived back into reality, you know, they'd realize it's a real bad situation to be in out here. It's scary as fuck.
Yep.
Right? You got people running around, slashing tents at night.
Yep.
Shooting people randomly.
Right.
And the police are doing nothing except for freaking creating more problems with people than they're helping. I mean, the churches really do help, you know, and you could tell that they care because they set up food and they set up places. And if they fucking wanted to stop homelessness,
they could.
And create an actual intellectual placement of them.
Somewhere in Whidbey Island, anywhere far away. Yep.
No. They got lots of land, but if you
a lot of empty building downtown.
If you put them all in one spot, let's say Myers Way is like a 30 acre area, then you know where all the people are who you would, if there are, you know, wanted or criminal, you know where they are.
Instead, they just push them from downtown, Belltown, 12th and Jackson, 3rd and Pike.
Yeah.
Push them left and right, all over.
Right. So you
like a circle.
Like if you ever, they need to fucking play Old MacDonald's Farm.
Right.
Like if humans are animals, the same. Like if you put them in one spot, they'll docile down, they'll calm down. You won't get them all criming up and everything. But if you keep pushing something around in circles, it's going to be freaking going through the pants. It's going to be eating the neighbor's fucking food. Yep. It's going to be all cattywampus and like you're acting like you're freaking have never even raised children, thought about how freaking people work and think, and where in the fuck are the bathrooms? Right, my grandpa, well, he said there's bathrooms at Pioneer Square. You go underground, you can use the bathrooms. Right?
They don't. With the sanitation, they don't.
The city is not an actual city. It's not a world-class city.
Right.
It's a zero city.
Right.
Because there's not one public bathroom.
They don't care if you take a shit on the alley, you pee on the building.
Yeah, go take it.
You have to. Where are you gonna go?
Yeah, where are you gonna go?
You gonna go to the gas station? They say, hell no, get out of here. No. You go to Chinatown, use restroom? No. So
that's disrespectful.
They should at least
trying to respect the own
or put a toilet or a shower, like a portable shower. You know, like all the tax dollars, the billions going away to other bullshit country. Yeah. Why can't at least provide them with like hygiene, place to wash your face?
Yeah.
So that way they don't shit on the side of the street. You have to tax dollar spraying the sidewalk of 12th and Jackson every fucking day, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Because it keep repeating over and over and nothing's done.
And they discuss. They have board. They spent $216 million, I want to say, on
blah blah blah
discussing
blah.
it.
Yeah.
Like you could have bought a building.
Right. downtown. It's right there in 2nd and James, 3rd and James by the courthouse.
Yeah.
All vacant. Why don't we refurbish, remodel, make it all, you know,
Yeah.
put them all in there like 4 or 5, blocks. Why?
Well,
Because they want, it's all an agenda.
but everybody would check it out. Everybody would sign a waiver
Right,
for if an earthquake comes, they're not going to sue
right.
to live there. They
Right.
don't have to retrofit it for earthquake.
They
you know?
old building, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they could do, and so all these buildings. So Seattle is condemnated. Most all these buildings around here saying, okay, they're too dangerous for people to live, occupy.
Right. Then fix the damn thing or
But
build.
that was frickin' what 2000?
Yeah, 20 years ago,
25 years ago.
Yeah, and nothing's done.
Yeah, no earthquake came.
Nothing done.
You've created the problem, city
Yep.
of Seattle.
Problem, reaction, solution. Now we got the whole Seattle all drug infested, fatty all over the street. Not just Seattle, Tacoma, Seattle, statewide, all over the blue city, blue state.
Yeah.
And problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem, and you react, and they have a solution.
So-
Okay.
I had a dream when I was in incarceration. It was called Shady Acres.
Right.
It was a place where you could raise farm animals.
Right.
You'd milk it, make your own cheeses,
Right.
meats. You'd sew clothes, sell them in the used clothing place. You know, and so you take, you know, people who wanted to get off the street and you'd retrain them.
Right.
There used to be retraining. 20, 25 years ago, you'd retrain people.
Right.
Even, you know, even in the driver's license. If you wanted a driver's license again, okay, you go work. You clean the streets up. You do
Yep.
things for the city.
Right.
There's nothing now. There's no.
This all I have to say, man. The people in Seattle, this the kind of shit you get, I get, we all get. Keep voting Democrat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not into politics. I'm in the middle, but
Yeah.
you keep voting Democrat, blue. This is what you're gonna get. Homeless on the street. More and more people are gonna like lose their job, break up. They're gonna end up on the street, just like you, just like me.
Yeah.
Who
and
knows?
There's no manufacturing jobs.
Yeah.
Like they want to charge all these taxes, and everybody moves it to frickin' Arizona because the tax breaks.
This tax is crazy. Plus,
And it's not. And there's no. You can't blame it on anything except it's not white, black, red, yellow. It's green.
Okay.
They're greedy. They want their high-paying jobs and sitting on their ass.
let's end this. Have you eat yet?
It's a shelter I ate.
Okay.
And the city of Seattle owns that shelter, right?
Yeah. They,
Okay, and they get food donations. We barely even have enough food, right? We run out of food all the time, and the food is horrible. They have a kitchen there. City of Seattle can't even bring their own kitchen up to code.
It probably wasn't jail food, right? King County jail food, right? For
It's
equivalent.
about, yeah.
It's about equivalent.
It's from like a cruise ship because instantly you'll eat it, you'll get the norovirus. You'll just be spraying out your ass.
All right, buddy. Your name again?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger, my dude, Cheeseburger, man. Thank you for the interview. I'm gonna end this video, man, and we're gonna go to my car. I'm gonna give you a plate of chicken.
Oh, all right.
We're gonna go in a gas station. You can heat it up and
Nice.
and enjoy your out in the cold, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. And last word for the city. Last word for the city.
Well,
Short word, yeah.
short words. Grow the fuck up and get some balls.
There you go. You hear that, Seattle elected official? My boy Cheeseburger speaking the facts. All right, folks. Thank you for watching, man. God bless this man. Cheeseburger. Thank you.